So we will get started off on our backs. Come to a comfy position, whatever that looks like for you. Start by getting grounded right here, right now on your mat. Notice your breath. Your breath in. This space at the top of your breath. Your long breath out. And that space right at the bottom before you breathe back in. A few more full breaths right where you are. And as you're ready to bring in movement, bend your knees. Ground the soles of your feet about mat width. And slowly windshield wiper your knees side to side. And the next time that your knees come to the left, pause there. Reach your arms to the back right corner of your mat. Just gently press through the inside edge of your right foot, pressing your right knee forward. Big breath in. Long breath out. And your inhale, make your way back through center. And exhale, switch your sides. Gently press through the inside edge of your left foot, pressing your knee forward. Big breath in. Open mouth. Let it go. Your inhale, make your way back through center. And exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Take any intuitive movement here. Rock left and right, circle your knees or your feet. Then coming back to center, extend your feet to the ceiling, bring your hands behind your legs. And gently draw your straight legs toward you. Big breath in. Hug your legs in closer as you breathe out. And then reach your hands up for your feet or shins or ankles. Exhale, take a happy baby. Bend your knees to the outsides of your rib cage. Gently ground your shoulder blades. And then holding onto your feet or your shins, use your outer hip strength to press your feet or your shins up into your hands, keeping everything else soft. And then exhale, keep your happy baby, but let everything soften. Do that a couple of more times. Everything soft but your outer hips. Inhale, press your feet or your shins up. And exhale, soften. Once more, following your breath. And then after your next exhale, release your hands. Hug your knees back into your chest. And take a block. If you don't have a block, something else that's block-like will work. And if you don't have either of those, that's okay too. Bring your knees to a 90-degree angle over your hips. If you have that block, place it across the tops of your quads. Bring your forearms to the block to hold that block in place. And then continuing to press your forearms into the block to hold it in place. You can keep your chest and your shoulders down or lift them up, But inhale, extend your right leg out, tap your heel, forearms are still holding that block in place. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, other side. Exhale, lift. Keep actively pushing your forearms into the block. Switching your sides, inhale, extending. Exhale, lifting. As you extend, really extend your feet away from you. Actively squeeze your quad and your glute. And as that leg gets to full extension, pull your low spine toward the ground so your low back stays grounded. And that reach in your leg isn't coming from arch in your low back. Keep actively pressing forearms into the block. Here for a few more full breaths. Soften your shoulder blades even as you push your forearms into the block. Do one more, each side. Come back to center. Release, actually keep your block if you have it. Bring your block between your legs. So you're holding onto it between your knees or your inner thighs. Feet hip width, bring your fingers to graze your heels, press your feet and your arms down. Lift your hips, bridge pose. Then if you have that block, squeeze your legs actively into the block. Engage your glutes, lift your hips up higher. Without moving your feet, pull your feet toward your arms as a means of helping engage your hamstrings. Push down even more intentionally through your shoulder blades to minimize pressure in your neck. Keep squeezing into the block if you're holding it. Actively squeeze your glutes. Actively pull your low belly toward your spine so you're countering that lift by pulling in from your front to minimize arch in your low back. One more breath in here. And exhale. Slowly lower down. Just release your block by the side for the moment. Again, toe heel your feet to the edges of your mat. Briefly windshield wiper your knees side to side. Then coming back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock forward and backward along your spine. Let's make your way to a forward fold at the top of your space. And hanging in your first forward fold, you can bend your knees enough to rest your belly and your chest on your thighs. Grab opposite arms or elbows or release your hands to the ground. Big breath in. And breathe out. Another breath in. Breathe out. Big breath in. Your exhale, release your hands to the ground or to block if they're not already there. Rock forward and backward along the soles of your feet. Find where you get the best stretch in the backs of your legs. And then from that point on your inhale, take a halfway lift. And the exhale, fold. And again, inhale, halfway lift. Squeeze your quads, fold deeper as you breathe out. And then inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Take a back bend, breathe out. Reach high, breathe in. Dive to the ground, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, fold, step just your left foot back, low lunge. Bend into your right knee, dip your hips, breathe in. And exhale, straighten your right leg. Nudge your left hip forward, your right hip back to square your hips. Actively engage your right quad as you press down through your right heel. Then keep pressing your right foot down, take a halfway lift with your spine, breathe in. Keep your hips square to the front, but on your exhale, walk your hands a few inches toward the right. Feel as though you're squeezing your inner thighs toward each other. Keep actively engaging that front right quad, pushing through your right foot. Push back through your left heel. One more breath in. And on your exhale, unwind, quarter turn to the left, wide-legged forward fold. Here for just a few breaths. We'll come back to a longer hold here in a little bit. Keep actively pressing through your feet, engaging your quads. And then releasing your hands beneath your shoulders. Rock forward and backward along the soles of your feet. Find where your hips and your heels roughly line up. And then keeping your hips there, walk your hands forward 6 or 8 inches. Press your hands into the ground, draw your low belly in, and then press your long spine back toward that space between your legs. Keep actively pressing your feet down, engaging your quads. So you're breathing right into the top backs of your legs. Big breath in. Draw your low belly in as you hinge at your hips a little bit deeper. Breathe out. And then keep this strength in your legs, but walk your right hand over toward the left. Without your hips moving, bring your left hand to your left hip, twist toward the left. So this twist is coming from your torso. Keep pressing through your feet, engaging your quads. Big breath in. And exhale, unwind to the top of your space. Slow lunge. Ground your palms. Shift your weight to your left foot. 3-leg down dog, right leg up and back. Breathe in. Bend and scorpion as you breathe out. Engage your right glute. Lift your right hip. Draw some circles with your right knee, massaging your hip. And then on your next exhale, tuck your right knee in toward your nose. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Press up through your mid-upper back. Breathe in. Hug your right knee in tighter to your chest. Breathe out. Let it push through the pads of your fingers. Breathe in. Draw your low belly and hug your right knee up even tighter. Breathe out. Plank pose. Breathe in. Stay right here or bring your knees to the ground anytime. If you're bringing your knees to the ground, keep them right at that same position they're at with your toes lifted so it's wider than a tabletop. Squeeze your legs. Engage your glutes, keeping your shoulders square to the ground. Inhale, dip your hips toward the left. So you're working into your side body, into your obliques. Exhale to center. Inhale, dip opposite direction. Exhale, center. Press up through your mid-upper back. Squeeze your legs. Inhale, dip to the left. Exhale, center. Inhale, dip other side. You got this. Exhale, center. Squeeze your legs. Breathe. You're here for 5. You've got this. Press up through your mid-upper back. 4. Squeeze your triceps. 3. Keep breathing. One more time. Inhale, dip to the left. Exhale, center. You got this. Inhale, dip to the right. Exhale, center. Slowly lower to the ground. Press your feet into the ground. Draw your low belly in to support your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, peel your chest up, cobra pose. Engage everything tighter as you lift your chest up higher. Big breath in. And exhale, lower down. Make your way back to your down dog, your way. And then from your dog, inhale, press up high into your toes. And exhale, heels toward the ground. Inhale, extend your right leg high. And exhale, step your right foot between your hands, low lunge. Let's bring your left heel to the ground, come on up, warrior 1. Nudge your left hip forward. Bend into your right knee, so hips are square to the front. You're breathing right into the front of that left quad and hip flexor. Big breath in. On your exhale, connect your hands behind you, interlace your fingers so if your thumbs hold on to something. Shine your chest open, breathe in. Exhale, humbly bow. Bend deeper into your right knee. Keep nudging your left hip forward. Keep actively pressing through both feet. And then notice your arms, make them intentional. Squeeze your triceps, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Big breath in. You got this, breathe out. Keep your bind or release your hands. Bring your gaze in front of your right toes. Come up onto your left toes And then float your left leg, toppling tree or standing split. So standing split, release your hands anytime. Toppling tree, keep that bind. Actively push through your right foot. Engage your right quad. One more breath in. And release forward, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. And take a back bend, breathe out. Reach high, breathe in. Dive to the ground, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold, so just your right foot back, low lunge. Bend into your left knee, dip your hips, breathe in. And exhale, straighten your left leg. Engage your left quad, press through your left heel, breathe, big breath in. Breathe out. Keep your legs right where they're at. Take a halfway lift with your spine. On your exhale, without moving your hips, walk your hands toward the left, just a few inches. Breathe, big breath in. Press down through your feet, breathe out. Another breath in. And exhale, unwind, quarter turn to the right. Wide-legged forward fold. And again here, rock forward and backwards, this time right away along the soles of your feet. Line up your hips and your heels. Press your feet into the ground, squeeze your quads. This time, right away, walk your left hand over to the right. Right hand to your right hip, twist to the right. Breathe, keep actively pressing your feet into the ground. Keep squeezing your quads. Big breath in. And exhale, unwind, back to the top of your space, low lunge. Ground your palms. Shift your weight to your right foot, three-leg down dog, left leg up and back, breathe in. Bend and scorpion as you breathe out. Engage your left glute, lift your hip up, breathe in. On your exhale, tuck your left knee in toward your nose, stack your shoulders over your wrist. Press up through your mid-upper back, breathe in. Hug your left knee in tighter to your chest, breathe out. You got this. Actively squeeze your triceps, breathe in. Hug your knee up tighter, breathe out. Plank pose, breathe in. Stay right here, bring your knees to the ground. Either way, bring your forearms to the ground, forearm plank. Level your hips and your shoulders, roughly. Engage your legs, squeeze your glutes. Coming back to those oblique dips, or those hip dips, working your obliques. Inhale, dip your hips to the right. Really, either way, doesn't matter. Exhale, center. Inhale, dip the other way. Exhale, center, you've got this. Press up through your mid-upper back so you get that shoulder protraction. Inhale, dip to the right. Exhale, center. Squeeze your legs. Inhale, dip to the left. Exhale, center, breathe in. Exhale, stay right here, or if you're on your toes, bend and hover your knees. Without moving your feet, pull your toes in toward your arms. Squeeze your legs, engage your glutes. Press up through your mid-upper back. Notice if your fingers are gripping more than is helpful. And then slowly come to meet knees on the ground, but keep that forearm plank, upper half. Press up through your mid-upper back. Squeeze your legs, engage your glutes. You can stay on your knees or toes still curled under. Squeeze your legs together, pick your knees back up to that hover. Press up through your mid-upper back. Breathe in. Straighten your legs back out, forearm plank. Squeeze your glutes, breathe in. And exhale, lower your hips to the ground. Open your fingers, draw your arms back. Sphinx pose. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Big breath in. And exhale, lower down. Make your way back, down dog, your way. Any movement en route there. Could be a tabletop, a child pose, an up dog. From your dog, inhale, press up high into your toes. Exhale, heels toward the ground. Inhale, extend your left leg high. And exhale, step your left foot between your hands, low lunge. Bring your right heel to the ground, come on up, warrior one. Nudge your right hip forward. Bend into your left knee, press through both feet, breathe in. And exhale, connect your hands behind you. Shine your chest open, breathe in. Nudge your right hip forward, humbly bow. Make your arms intentional. Actively press through both feet. Breathe, big breath in. Got this, breathe out. Pushing through your left front foot. Come onto your right toes. Use your fingers anytime on the ground. Float that right leg. So toppling tree, or release your hands to that standing split shape. Actively squeeze that left standing quad. Engage your right glute. Lift that right leg up a little bit higher from your glute strength. Breathe in. And then exhale, come to meet forward fold. Halfway lift. Breathe in. And exhale, fold. Sink your hips back, reach your arms forward. Chair pose. Soften the tops of your shoulders as you breathe out. Big breath in. Sit your hips down and back, breathe out. Squeeze your inner thighs together, squeeze your glutes. Big breath in. Sit a little bit lower, breathe out. One more breath in. Fly your arms, breathe out, squeeze your triceps, reach through your fingers. Sink your hips down a little bit lower and then connect your hands behind you. Shine your chest open, breathe in. As long as this works for your shoulders, keep your bind forward fold. Gently draw your connected hands away from you, whether that's a millimeter off your tailbone or over your head or anywhere in between. Tuck your chin to your chest, turn your head side to side, massage your neck. Big breath in. Breathe out. Come back to center. Release your hands, take a halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, fold, bend your knees, squat down. Right away, come to your back, take your block with you. Hug your knees into your chest. Any intuitive movement here. And then with your block, we're gonna add in that lateral, that cross body movement here. So starting with your, say, left knee lifted, bring your block over your left quad or your left thigh. Bring your right forearm to hold the block over your left leg. And then extend your right leg and your left arm up. So you have opposite arms and legs here. Again, your chest can stay grounded, or you can add in that lift and lower of your chest. Really reach your right foot and your left hand away from you. Press actively your right forearm into your block. Inhale, open up. Exhale, reach up. Keep pressing into the block. Inhale, open up. Exhale, reach up. Squeeze your right quad, squeeze your left tricep. Inhale, open up. You got this. Exhale, reach up. Push even more strongly with your right forearm into the block. Open up, breathe in. Exhale, reach up. You got there. So you're halfway there this side. Open up. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, open up. Press into the block. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, open up. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, open up. You got this. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, open up. Exhale, reach up. And lower, breathe. Big breath in. And breathe out. Place your block between your knees. Bring your arms by your sides. Squeezing into the block. Bring your knees to roughly a 90-degree angle over your hips and then extend your feet a little bit more forward. Squeeze into the block. Pull your low belly toward your back, toward the ground, so there's minimal space between your low back and the mat. On your inhale, tap your toes toward the ground. Exhale, come right back up to that angle you just left. Squeeze into the block. Shoulders soft. Inhale, tap your toes to the ground. Exhale, lift up, squeeze the block tighter. Inhale, tap your toes to the ground. You've got this. Exhale, lift up, pull your low spine down. 2 more here. Inhale, tap your toes. Shoulders soft. Exhale, lift up to that angle. 1 more here. Inhale, tap your toes, squeeze the block. Exhale up. And then hug your knees in. You're going to switch outside. So right knee is bent. Block over your right thigh. Left forearm holds the block on your right leg. Left leg, right arm come up. Shoulders and your chest can stay grounded, or you can add in that lift and lower. Inhale, open up with your limbs. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, open up. Exhale, reach up. Actively press your left arm into the block. Inhale, open up. Exhale, lift up. You got this. Inhale, open up. Exhale, reach up. Keep pushing into the block. Inhale, open up. Exhale, lift up. You're halfway there this side. Inhale, open up. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, open, squeeze your left quad, right tricep. Exhale, lift up. 3 more here. Inhale, open up. Push into the block. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, open. You got this. Exhale, lift. 1 more here. Inhale, open. Exhale, lift. Release. Let your shoulders soften. Let's release your block by your side for the moment. Hug your knees into your chest. While we're here, extend your feet back to the ceiling, both of them this time. Cross your right leg on top of your left, cross right at the top of your inner thighs, bend your knees. Reach your hands for opposite shins, the ankles, gently draw your legs toward you. Shoulders soften. Big breath in. Long breath out. Stay on this same side, turn this into your reverse pigeon, right ankle over your left quad. So hips often get tight because they're adjacent to that low abdomen. So they're getting pulled on when we engage our lower core. Big breath in. Breathe out. And then release your hands, unwind your legs. Bring your knees to a 90-degree angle over your hips. Roll all the way to your left. Stack your right hip and knee on top of your left. Keep your hips stacked. Peel open through your right side. Breathe right into your mid-upper back here. Big breath in. Long breath out. And then as you're ready, make your way back to center. Extend your feet back to the ceiling. This time, cross your left leg on top of your right. Cross right at the top of your inner thighs. Bend your knees, reach your hands for opposite sides. Gently draw your legs toward you. Shoulders soft. Breathe in. Hug your legs in a little bit closer. Breathe out. Release your hands. Slide your left ankle over your right quad. Reverse pigeon. Hug your legs toward you. Again, notice your shoulders and your jaw and the back of your head and your neck. Let that all soften. And then release your hands. Unwind your legs back to that 90-degree angle over your hips. Roll all the way to your right. Stack your hips left on top of your right. Keep your hips back. Peel open through your left side. Big breath in. Long breath out. And as you're ready, come back to center. So again, bring your feet to the ground, hip width. Bring your fingers to graze your heels, press your feet and your arms down, lift your hips, bridge. Not here as long as the first time. Engage your glutes, lift your hips up. Actively pull your low belly to your spine to support your lumbar. And then slowly lower back to the ground. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock forward and backward along your spine. Make your way back. Forward fold, top of your space. From your fold, halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Take a back bend, breathe out. Reach high, breathe in. Sit back, chair pose, breathe out. Big breath in. Upright twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Squeeze your legs together. Sit your hips down and back a little bit further. Use your knees as an indicator of where your hips are, so level off your knees to keep your hips square. Come back to center, breathe in. Sit down, sit your hips down a little bit lower, breathe out, squeeze your quads, squeeze your glutes. One more breath in. And forward fold. Breathe out. Halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, fold to just your left foot back, low lunge. Bend into your right knee, dip your hips, breathe in. Exhale, straighten your right leg. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Push your feet into the ground, exhale, walk your hands toward the right. Big breath in. And exhale, unwind, quarter turn to the left, wide-legged forward fold. This time, spend about 8 full breaths here. Take whatever stillness or movement feels best to your body in this moment. So that might be an upside down shape, that might be bending into one knee at a time, that might be taking another twist. Finding stillness in your fold. Wherever you're at, come back to noticing your breath, especially that breath out. Take about 4 more full breaths. If your feet are on the ground, actively press your feet into the mat, engaging your quad. If you're upside down, keep noticing your breath out. Then take your time. Release your hands beneath your shoulders. Let's take a halfway lift. Breathe in. Skangasana into your left knee, so side angle lunge, bend into your left knee. Right leg is long. Press through your right foot. Engage your left quad and glute. Big breath in. Lighten your fingers. Breathe out. And then you're going to walk your hands out forward, so that way, into a wide leg plank pose. Hold. Squeeze your quads. Squeeze your glutes. Press up through your mid upper back. Draw your low belly up, and then you can stay right here. Or bring your fingers to point in just a little bit. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Core is engaged. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. One more here. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift, and then pushing through your hands, bend into your right knee. Skumgasana on the other side. Lighten your fingers. Soften your shoulders. Big breath in. You got this. Breathe out. One more breath in. And exhale, unwind, top of your space, low lunge. Bend into your right knee, dip your hips. Breathe in. On your exhale, push through your right foot, float your left leg, standing split. Use your outer right hip, steer your left hip bone down. Let your head and your shoulders hang heavily. Engage your left, lift your left leg up higher. Big breath in. Exhale, Shiva squat, tuck your left knee behind your right calf. Shift weight back to your right heel. Lighten your fingers, actively squeeze your right standing quad and glute. Inhale, lengthen through both legs. On your exhale, stack left hip on top of your right. So you're taking a scorpion standing split. Maybe stay right here, maybe reach your right hand up for your left foot. Keep actively pushing through your right foot. Big breath in. You got this, breathe out. If you're holding your foot, release your hand, come back to meet. Shiva squat, hips square. Breathe, big breath in. Squeeze your right quad and glute, breathe out. Lengthen through both legs, breathe in. This time hips stay square. Use your outer right hip to steer your left hip bone down, extend your left foot over to the left. Breathe, big breath in. You got this, breathe out. Come back to center, breathe in. Step back, low lunge. Ground your palms, 3-leg down dog, right leg up and back, breathe in. Bend in scorpion, breathe out. Big breath in. This time on your exhale, cross your body, right knee to your left elbow using your obliques. Stay, breathe in. Seal up that contact knee toward your elbow, breathe out. Plank pose, breathe in. Stay on your toes or bring your knees to the ground. Either way, bring your forearms to the ground. So again, we're gonna work that lateral movement, so opposite arm and leg, to force that core engagement to find that stabilizing shape. So you're on your knees. You're gonna move from your knee. You're on your toes. You're moving from your toe. You're gonna reach out opposite arm and opposite leg. So reach out, tap. Exhale, come to center. Inhale, reach out, tap. Exhale to center. One more each way. Inhale, reach out, tap. Exhale, center. Use your core to stabilize your hips. Inhale, reach out, tap. Exhale, center. Lower to the ground. Draw your arms back. Sphinx pose. Breathe in. And exhale. Lower down. Make your way back. Down dog. Your way. Any movement en route to your dog. From your dog, inhale, press up high into your toes. Exhale, heels toward the ground. Inhale, extend your right leg high. And exhale, step your right foot between your hands, low lunge. Bring your left heel to the ground, come on up, warrior one. Nudge your left hip forward, breathe out. Big breath in. Exhale, connect your hands behind you. Shine your chest open, breathe in. Humbly bow, breathe out. Here for a breath in. You got this, here for a breath out. Gaze in front of your right toes without pushing off your left foot, float your left leg. Toppling tree or release your hands, standing split anytime. Big breath in. You got it, breathe out. And then push through your right foot, lift the top of your head forward. So you're lifting your torso up and off of your right thigh. Keep using that outer hip strength. Stack left hip on top of your right, half moon. You can keep your bind. You can release your hands anytime. Engage your left glute, lift your left leg up so it's the same glute that worked to kick your leg out to the side a moment ago. You got this, breathe. Big breath in. You got it, breathe out. Bend into your right knee. Shift your weight back. Land warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Breathe in. Straighten your right leg. Triangle pose. Breathe out. Press your feet into the ground. Squeeze your quads. So full extension through your knees. Big breath in. You got this. Breathe out. Reverse your warrior. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Big breath in. Exhale, we're going to come out the way that we came into this. Take your time, keeping a stacked hip entry to half moon. So left hip stacked on top of your right. Gaze in front of your right toes. Float that left leg back up. Half moon. Use your outer right hip. Steer your left hip bone down. Top of your head reaches forward. And then reach your arms back, airplane pose, or forward warrior three. Either way, draw your low belly up and in so there's minimal arch in your low back. One more breath in. Standing split, breathe out. Big breath in. And 2 feet touch, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Take a back bend and breathe out. Reach, I breathe in. Sit back, chair pose, breathe out. Big breath in. Upright twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Squeeze your inner thighs together, draw your low belly and twist a little bit deeper. Sit your hips down and back. Come back to center, breathe in. And forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, fold, so just your right foot back, low lunge. Bend into your left knee, dip your hips, breathe in. Exhale, straighten your left leg. Take a halfway lift with your spine, breathe in. Exhale, walk your hands toward the left just a few inches. Big breath in, press your feet into the ground. Exhale, unwind, quarter turn to the right, wide-legged forward fold. And spend another about 8 full breaths here. Take whatever movement or stillness feels best to your body in this moment. Come back to your breath. Take about 4 more full breaths here. And then taking your time to arrive. Release your hands back underneath your shoulders. You're still facing the same way, I'm just turning around, so I'm facing you. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, side angle lunge into your right knee. Press through both feet. Fingers light. Breathe in. Push through your feet, breathe out. And then keep pushing through that right foot especially. Walk your hands forward into that wide leg plank pose. Draw your low belly up and in. Press up through your mid-upper back. This time, stay right here, or elbows point straight back. Inhale, lower down part way. Exhale, lift up. Squeeze your triceps, squeeze your quads. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. I can't see. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Keep pushing your hands into the ground. Bend into your left knee. Walk back that side angle lunge, other way. Press your feet down. Lighten your fingers. Breathe in. And exhale, unwind top of your space. Low lunge, your left foot's in front. Ground. Bend into your left knee. Breathe in. On your exhale, without pushing off that right foot, float your right leg, standing split. Use your outer left hip. Steer your right hip bone down. Breathe in. Exhale, Shiva Squat. Tuck your right knee behind your left calf. Actively squeeze your left quad and glute. Lighten your fingers. Breathe. Big breath in. Got it. Breathe out. Lengthen through both legs. Breathe in. And on your exhale, stack right hip on top of your left. Scorpion, standing split. You can stay right here. Maybe reach left hand up for your right foot. If you're reaching for that foot, notice where your right knee is. The tendency is often to have that knee come down. You want the priority in this pose to be the hip stacked, with your head reaching as secondary. If your hand is reaching, release it. Come back to meet Shiva Squat, right knee behind your left calf. Breathe, fingers light, big breath in. Actively squeeze your standing quad and glute. Breathe out. Lengthen through both legs. Breathe in. This time, exhale, steer your right hip bone down so hips are square. Extend your right foot to the right. Use that right glute. So outer left hip, right glute. Big breath in. You got this. Breathe out. Back to center. Breathe in. Step back. Low lunge. Ground your palms. Three-leg down dog. Left leg up and back. Breathe in. Bend in scorpion. Breathe out. Big breath in. Exhale, use your obliques. Cross left knee, right elbow. Breathe, big breath in. Seal up that contact knee toward your elbow. Breathe out. And then step back, plank pose. Stay on your toes or bring your knees to the ground. This time, stay on your palms. We're going to find that lateral reach out again. Inhale, reach out, opposite arm and foot. Exhale in. Use your core to find stability through your hips. Inhale, reach out, opposite sides. Exhale, back in. Breathe. One more each side. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, back in. You got this last side. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, back in. And make your way through your vinyasa your way. Any movement, back, downward facing dog. From your dog, inhale, press up high into your toes. Exhale, heels toward the ground. Inhale, extend your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands, low lunge. Bring your right heel to the ground. Come on up, warrior one. Nudge your right hip forward, square your hips, breathe in. Exhale, connect your hands behind you. Shine your chest open, breathe in. Keep bending into your left knee, humbly bow. Gaze in front of your left toes. Use your hands anytime. Float your right leg, toppling tree, or release your hands. Standing split. And then push through your left foot. Really use your left quad and lengthen out. So you're reaching the top of your head forward. Lose your bind anytime if you still have it. Use your outer left hip, your right glute. This time open up, half knee. You got it. Peel open through your right side. Still using your outer left hip and right glute. Begin to bend into your left knee. Reach back through your right foot. Step back. Warrior two. Adjust your feet to where you want them. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. And then exhale, straighten out your left leg. Push your feet into the ground, squeeze your quads. Triangle pose. Big breath in. Keep pressing your feet down, breathe out. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. Hold, breathe out. You're finding that stacked hip entry into your half moon. So right hip stacks on top of your left. Bend into your left knee, gaze in front of your left toes. You're reaching and then floating that right leg up. Half moon. Keep actively pushing through your left foot. And then you're gonna push through your left foot, use your outer left hip, steer your right hip bone down as that left arm reaches up, so airplane pose or warrior 3 or goal post arms, really any variation here. Draw your low belly up and in, so there's minimal arch in your low back. Keep pushing through your left foot, standing split. You got it. Breathe in. And 2 feet touch, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, fold. Bend into your knees, sit down. Come all the way to your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Take your block with you. Take any intuitive movement here. And then working more directly, your rectus abdominis, the front of your core. Place your block between your feet. Any way that it's easiest to hold on to. Might need to play with that. Reach your hands up. Squeeze into the block. Lowering only so far as your low spine and your shoulder blades stay grounded. So push your shoulder blades down. Inhale, open up both directions. Exhale, take your time, lift up. Breathe in. Exhale, reach up, take your hands, grab the block, push into the block. Inhale, open up. Squeeze the block the whole time. Exhale, lift up. Stay, breathe in. Exhale, replace the block as you lift up. Squeeze the block, inhale, open up. Squeeze your triceps, ground your shoulder blades. Exhale, lift up. Stay, breathe in. Exhale, reach up, grab the block, press into the block. Inhale, open up. Low spine grounded. Exhale, lift up. Stay, breathe in. Exhale, reach up, block between your feet. Inhale, open up. Exhale, lift up. Stay, breathe in. Exhale, reach for the block. Squeeze the block. Inhale, open up. Exhale, lift up. Block between your feet. Pause here. Actually, bring your arms down by your sides. Draw your low belly and squeeze your feet into the block. And then lift your hips and lower. Lift your hips up, so that might be a 1/4 millimeter lower. Squeeze into the block. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. You got it. Squeeze the block. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Shoulders soft. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 more here. Inhale, lift. Squeeze the block. Exhale, lower. Last 2. Shoulders soft. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Take your block. Release your block by your side. Let's take a happy baby. Bend your knees to the outsides of your rib cage. Big breath in. Long breath out. And then release your feet. Just come back to that reverse pigeon, right ankle over your left quad. Just gently draw your legs toward you. And then release your hands. Let's bring your feet back to opposite sides of the mat. Let your knees come to the left. Press through the inside edge of your right foot. Press your knee forward as you're breathing more into the front of your right hip. And then take this off into a spinal twist of your choosing. Same direction. So over toward the left. And that might be bottom leg straight, top leg bent. That might be coming back to the spinal twist we took earlier with hips stacked. Really any variation here of a twist that gives you the best support and opening in your low back and your hips. And then as you're ready, come back to center. Switch your sides to cross your left ankle over your right quad. Reverse pigeon. And then release your hands. Bring your feet back toward the edges of your mat. Let your knees fall to the right. Gently press through the inside edge of your left foot, pressing your left knee forward, breathing into the front of your left hip. Quad. And then turn this into your spinal twist. Maybe that's a bent left knee over your straight right leg. Maybe that's left hip stacked on top of your right. Any variation here. As you're ready, come back to center. Bring your feet about hip width. Bridge or wheel pose, your choice. Bridge fingers, raise your heels, lift up. Wheel, hands behind your shoulders, fingers point forward. Find that space at the top of your breath. Slow your breath out. And then as you're ready, slowly lower back to the ground. Hug your knees back into your chest. Take any intuitive movement here. And then as you're ready, make your way to your Shavasana. Whatever final shape of class feels best to your body in this moment. That could be stretched out long. That could be feet together, knees out wide, or feet grounded, knees knocking in, or any other shape. Thank you for sharing your practice and yourself virtually, for letting me share that with you. Take good care. Namaste.